What it do, homies? We are back with some more Noah. This time, we're checking out Absolute Batman finally stops holding back. So we find that the comic book Batman has turned into the video game Batman, right? Where they absolutely are unaliving people, right? Even the Spider-Man in the games, 100%. Let's figure out what we're talking about. Time to shut up, turn it up.
Let's ignore the fact that I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks and talk about the new Absolute Batman annual. Now, from what I've heard, usually annuals are like a special episode, kind of like a side.
You wanna know what's funny, Noah? Is that I think I reacted to that one because that's when I think I did. Maybe it was by somebody else. But that's when he got Bane's powers and whatnot. So it's cool, right? I'm glad that this is where you're at. You obviously probably been keeping up with it on your own time. But you left off essentially where I left off at. So
Side chapter in a manga, and since Absolute Batman is my favorite comic right now, I knew I had to tap in. We got 2 hella good stories in this annual, and in this video, I'm gonna go through one of them. These go through Batman's early days when he first put on the cowl, and show how absolute Gotham and his villains perceive him. We start off with Bruce and his father reading a newspaper. In a flashback, recently, some extremists have been bombing people, and they are both sad about this. Bruce's father wishes that he could fix the world, but he's only one man. He doesn't know how. But what he does know is to teach. And through his teaching, he has a chance to make a difference in each of the lives of his students. And maybe through that, they can avoid making the same mistakes that these people had. He then asked Bruce, while ruffling his hair, what he would do. And as he says this, we see this cold ass panel of Bruce standing over the extremists. This tough as hell I can't.
Bro, am I staring at Spawn or am I staring at Batman? What do we got going on here? Is that a flamethrower in his hand?
Lie. Whole cold ass panel of Bruce standing over the extremists. This tough as hell I can't lie. Whole crib up in flames, cape tattered but still standing. Bro barely has any scratches on him too. Can't say the same for the rest of these fools. Did he chop Bruce's arm off? Terrible day to be a white supremacist. We then cut over to a man in a truck, watching some homeless people living outside Slaughter Swamp. Type of name is that? Florida ass city name, bro. Imagine telling someone, oh yeah, I'm from Slaughter Swamp. Respect that double S, don't play with us. Actually, now that I think about it, that name is definitely on purpose. We then see the man who was watching those people was actually Bruce. He's over here buying some highly illegal gear. You know, explosives, rubber pellets, beanbags. How nice of him to spare his ops by buying modified bullets. While talking with the shop owner about the project he saw outside of town, Bruce hears a scuffle going on around the corner. And when he turns, he sees a mom and a child fighting for their lives against the 3 little pig rejects. They're over here jumping a mother and a child, by the way, because this town belongs to us. We don't want your kind around here. They sound? I don't know what's crazier. The fact that their attire consists of these BS masks, or the fact that this guy emptied out this kid's backpack like it was a full clip and stomped on his candy. This is
kind of crazy. What's kind of crazy about this is that this is going to come out on the 1st, but I'm recording this on Halloween, and that 100% is happening to some poor kid out there.
With the fact that this guy emptied out this kid's backpack like it was a full clip and stomped on his candy. This is evil work, but Bruce ain't with that junk. He pulls up and rocks that bum with a mean left straight. Bro better keep that mask on, cause I know his face messed up after that. Little pig number 2 says that Bruce made a big mistake, but Bruce just looks at him knowing he's about to huff and puff and blow his house down. Before he can strike, he gets backdoored by the store owner. You know, I've never heard of a white dude named DJ, but Emo's definitely moving like one. That was a mean kick to the gut, goodness me. And then they proceeded to hit bro with a jujutsu jump in. Y'all remember that one JoJo scene from part 5 where Mista and them jumped that one dude? That's exactly how they did Bruce. Bruce then gets saved by a random guy who seems to be a religious figure of some sorts. Father Peters. He tells them to stop and reminds them that they shouldn't be doing all this. But that DJ dude says, screw that, we got a job to finish. And they head off on their motorcycles to do it. Bruce then wakes up in Father Peters' house. We see that he's a good guy who's advocated for peace in the past. Bruce questions him on what's going on around here, and he tells him that those guys were recruited by some sort of outside source to become a part of an extremist group. They really out here forming the absolute KKK. Father Peters then tells Bruce that these hooligans plan on destroying the encampment outside of town and forcing the homeless out of there. And when Bruce heard that, he knew what he had to do. Didn't even matter that they torched his truck. He took his suitcase and got ready to get to work, saying that sometimes peace isn't an option and that sometimes words don't work. We then see the absolute KKK posted up outside the encampment. Then we see the police pull up, and I was like, oh yeah, finally.
Ooh, the police. Thank God for the police. I mean, who snitched? Who called a popo?
DJ, yo, you know we can't let you do this. Yeah, these cops fraudulent as hell. They ain't here to protect the peace, they're here to destroy it. the absolute Triple K starts going wild, beating on these poor innocent people with barbed wire bats. And this dude DJ was spouting nonsense, talking about stuff. I am the truth. I then Paul Pierce. I am the power. Pure power. Bro think he a member of the Survey Corps, but put the arm down. He even started hitting that not so very nice salute. But before he could even finish his sentence, Batman pulled up on smoke.
Hey, you.
And God damn.
Right?
Oh my God, that is the nastiest dislocation
That's
of an
not
elbow
healing.
I have seen in my life.
Jeez.
Bruce put his heart and soul into this shit too.
Bro put his heart, soul, got the veins, bro. Do y'all see the extension? That's the full extension of his arm right into old boy's elbow. Jeez, bro. Do you see the facial expression on him? See, I got y'all see. Oh Lord. Oh no. Crack. Oh Lord.
Got straight malice and contempt on his face.
Yeah.
And look at bro's reaction. He's never hitting that salute again. Look at the distraughtness on his face.
That's a good arm,
DJ's
too.
in genuine disbelief. And yo, is this Batman or the freaking Hulk? What type of genetics? What does this man eat? What is in that absolute Gotham water that has bro looking like this? And I don't know whether to be amazed or dumbfounded that this goon right here said some get him. You talking about some get him? This behemoth on screen? And I would have quit the KKK right then and there, bruh. Would have found me at those suffrage rallies, posting those anti-MAGA TikToks, and then getting an express session at $5 tan. No amount of racism is worth this beatdown. Made him taste the bottom of his boot. Kicked him so hard that he done turned into wall decor. And then what he did to this policeman right here was crazy. Man's got grabbed and he knew it was up. He had him screaming for his life. And oh my God, man. But he put the angel in one wing angel because this dude is dead.
Bro, you a pancake. That boy done turned your spine into a spring trap, bro. As soon as he let you go, it's over.
Batman be rocking that no kill rule for the fashion. There is zero, and I mean 0 way that this man has a functioning nervous system after this. His body is going one way and his head is going the other. He is gone. The other Triple K members saw this and started booking it, but the shopkeeper guy wasn't done. He grabbed this kid and then threatened to blick him down with his gun, but Batman quickly dealt with that. At first I was like, oh, he spared his life. He didn't even go for that. Damn! Full knee to the face, and he landed on Brotato too, and he hit the stare down after us. Jesus Christ! Then he went to spin back on DJ. Tommy Tough Knuckles over here isn't looking so tough now. Try opening on Batman, but he didn't even move. Ate that, then came in with a nefarious down slam. Was putting so much belt to ass that the sound effects were saying some boom.
Wait,
boom.
Nah, see, this giving me PTSD a little bit, bro. This that same beatdown we gave Zeus at the end of God of War 3, right? Where, you know, some of us just kept pressing the button over and over and over again, waiting for the story to progress, bro. I think how long did I last? I don't think I lasted that long. I think it was like a good 5 minutes. I was just beating the brakes off Zeus. That's kind of the same energy right here. Same energy.
Boom, boom. Like he's shooting some cannon fire. I didn't even peep, but he beat their ass so hard that it started raining. Before he can permanently rearrange DJ's face though, Father Peter stops him, saying that this won't fix it. He doesn't know how to make things better, but what he does know is how not to make things worse. He says this isn't the way, but Batman points at his chest and tells him that this is his way, the Batman way. And he heads off, but the job's not finished. As the absolute Triple K heads back to their base, rambling about a huge man in a bad suit who just kicked their ass, Batman picks up a keychain, and as lightning strikes, he knows what he needs to do. We then see Batman pull up to their base, and we also see a very familiar large vehicle. Batman proceeds to get into that truck, start the engine, and ram it through their hideout. I got 2 questions. First off, what the hell could they have been building in order to need such a vehicle? This junk is huge. And second, at least 5 bodies were caught in the process of this. I know for a fact that these 3 right here are dead, especially him. Then Batman kicks out the door, eats all the bullets, swings around the bat axe, and starts making mincemeat out of these fools. Bro over here was trying to play the humanity card like they weren't trying to blow down some immigrants for the love of the game. But Batman says that they ain't humans, they're roaches, and there's only one way to deal with those. As he brings out that flamethrower, blowing the entire function down. As he leaves, Father Peters enters the scene.
Now that I think about it, bro, with Batman's wealth, yeah, he could casually have some of the most uncasual weapons, and it'd be true. He casually has a flamethrower. That is a factual statement. Not many people casually have one, but Bruce Wayne does.
Giving first aid to the wounded roaches, Batman asks one question, why? And he responds saying that you have your way and I have mine. Fair play, to be honest, he seems like a chill guy. But in the words of this young black man right here,
look, some people need to be gone, bro. You know what I'm talking about? In order for shit to get better. And he one of them.
as Batman drives away with his new dump truck, he thinks about his late father, remembering how he made a difference. And even back then, he knew that he wanted to make a difference in the world as well. He just needed to know how. And we end off with Bruce's father saying that he knows his son's true nature. He knows what kind of guy he is. All he has to do is be himself. And no matter what happens, he'll always be proud of it. As we see Bruce sitting down, head in his arms on the floor. Good ass side story, man. Love seeing Bruce helping out, even without the suit. And he definitely made sure that those bums wouldn't try this junk again. But yeah, that's it for the first story, the Absolute Batman Annual. If y'all want, I can do the other one too. I think it was pretty good. And
why are you looking like a...
I'll try to be more consistent. Yeah, 100%. I have that Superman video done, so I just need to drop it. So yeah. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. So Absolute...
Dang it. Hey, man. Yeah, for real, though. That...
What's good,
That's
y'all?
what I ain't talking about, bro. What did he say? Some people just gotta be justification. That was a side story. Okay, fine. Stop holding back. Okay, I like it, and I think it's fun, right? Keeping up with what do you call it, the commentators of the stuff like this, because I get to learn some things, and of course, it involves communication. You guys let me know what y'all thinking about it down in the comments too. All right, Dave's out.